Hello, this is Mr. Elliott reporting from his home abode. Guys, I'm on another field trip, but with the fifth graders this time to Kanuga. Woohoo! You have finished watching this movie on the Jewish community. I mean, you've seen how two different boys, Danny and Reuben, navigate how these two communities interact and also their own faith journey and their faith story. One of the things we learned about Judaism whenever I was here is that Judaism, there's 1,000 ways you could define what it means to be Jewish. To be Jewish, it could mean to be culturally Jewish, to observe Passover, to have a bar mitzvah, to name yourself as Jewish. But you might not necessarily even believe in God or know anything about the Torah. You could be religiously Jewish, of course, where you follow the mitzvah, 613 laws, where you go to synagogue, you observe Shabbat, you do all these things that make you religiously Jewish. Or you could even just be considered, in some ways, ethnically Jewish. My family has been Jewish, and we can trace back generation after generation the fact that we are part of a Jewish community, a group of people, and that's part of my identity. Not that it makes me a religious person, but it does inform who I am as a person. What you're going to do today is start a reflection, really, on your own religious identity. This is like my favorite thing that you guys do, and I wish I was there to kind of explain it more, but that's why I'm making this video. A lot of people think that like whenever you're supposed to write something, you're really writing for the teacher so that the teacher can give you a good grade. Guys, I don't want you to think about that at all. Who cares that I'm reading it? I'm not going to share it with anyone. What I want from this reflection is this. I just want you to be 100% honest with yourself. You're not thinking about how it sounds. You're not thinking about how Mr. Elliott's going to read it. I just want you to be real. That's really what I'm looking for. Like if there's a rubric, it's not, is your grammar correct? Is this well put together? All that kind of stuff. No, the rubric is this. Are you being 100% honest? So what I want you to think about is, what is your religious identity? Not necessarily what your parents' religious identity are, but what is yours? It could be informed by your parents, obviously, definitely. But how would you define yourself? And then why do you define yourself that way? I really want you to think hard about that why. Why are you who you claim to be? And that could be a variety of different reasons. Like, for instance, some people kind of made up different things. Like, they call themselves, just Christian, but they're Christian in practice, but not necessarily belief. They go to church, but they don't necessarily buy into everything. Or no, this is why they're Christian, but they're a Christian because they believe these certain things, they've encountered God in these very real ways. Or if they might call themselves, yeah, I'm Christian, but I'm like a Christian atheist. I look like a Christian, I do Christian things, but I don't believe that Jesus is God. So therefore, that seems to be what it means to be a Christian. I don't know if I'm that. I want you to be brutally honest and just answer that question. What is your religious identity? Whatever it is. It could be Buddhist, it could be Hindu, it could be Jewish, it could be Christian, whatever. You're going to finish this tomorrow, and it's due by the end of class. There'll be information about that from your substitute. I really look forward to reading these. Hope you have a good time today, guys. I'll see you when I get back on Wednesday. Bye.